Good evening, everyone. So today's session is genetics, and the faculty that we have here is Dr. Janal ma'am. Ma'am, you can take over and continue. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you. So let's start with the session on genetics part two. Uh, I hope we have all gone through whatever we had covered in the last time. That was very core basics of genetics, and would like to start with a few brief recap about the same. So here I give you a 20-year-old man coming to your clinic. Okay, not very significant past history, and he plays rugby. Okay. He tells you that his brother died at 7 years of age because of cystic fibrosis. Okay. Can you tell me what are his chances of being a carrier? What are his chances of being a carrier? Do we have any answers? Aisha, 25. Are you sure? So, if I tell you this person doesn't have any past history,
না
he's,
তাড়াতাড়ি এসো
he's a 20-year-old man. Okay, either he must.
তাড়াতাড়ি বলেছো তো আর কি আর বেশি আমি টাইম দিতে পারবো না এখন হ্যাঁ
Can somebody mute themselves or is it some doubt? Okay. So if I tell cystic fibrosis, you know it is autosomal recessive.
হুম
So the patient must have
হুম
two alleles mutated or defective to manifest the disease and one for him to be a carrier. So here the patient is either free of the disease because is actively involved in sports, there is no past history till 20 years of age,
প্রোটিন তো
or he must be having one copy of it, right? So what is important here is out of three, he has a 2 in 3 chance. Why? Because he cannot be this, because he cannot be fine otherwise. So 2 in 3 chance of being a carrier, and this 2 in 3 becomes approximately 66, 67 percentage. That is the
হ্যাঁ
answer.
ঠিক আছে
What
অন্য
do you
কোনো দিন
have?
এখন আসলে আজকে চলছে এখন হতে পারছে ঠিক আছে ওকে অন্য কোনো দিন এসে আবার শুনবো আমি আমি তো শুনে নিয়েছি পড়ে নেবো আমি হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে ওকে আর জিওগ্রাফি ফর পেশেন্টটাকে বলুন
Yeah, because I can hear some other noise here. Okay, I told you 20-year-old rugby player. Okay, brother died of cystic fibrosis at age of 7. What is the chance that he's a carrier, right? So now you know it is autosomal recessive disorder. Okay, so it will need two genes both to be defective to cause a disease in him. Something is wrong.
Ma'am, you're audible.
Okay, two genes. It's an autosomal recessive condition, right? Now he's playing rugby, is okay till 20 years of age. So probably he is not this phenotype you have to consider, genotype. Okay. So the remaining options are either he has two normal genes. So out of the four possibilities that we usually have, one is out. Correct. So out of three, Now what remains is patient has inherited two of the normal genes, both normal genes. So that will be 1 out of 3. Or it has inherited the gene from either mom or a normal gene from dad or a gene from dad and a normal from mom. Correct? Which is again 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 for the rest of the three because we don't know the parent genotype. Correct? Now, this is absolutely normal, so can't be carrier. Correct? So for carrier, you rule out the diseased, you rule out the totally normal person. So these two can be carriers depending on the parent's genotype. So the total chance of this person being a carrier will be 1/3 by 1/3, which is equal to 2/3, which is approximately 66 to 67 percentage. Okay. Okay. Now, yeah, a little clinically oriented question, but will test your basics of genetics only. Not a very in-depth question, but it will test something that you have read in the list. So there is a 38-year woman who comes with acute onset headache. Important is it is acute, so that you narrow down your differentials. Plus deteriorating consciousness levels. Okay. History of kidney transplant in the brother, but they don't know why was a transplant done. Okay. BP is 190 by 105. Pulse is okay. GCS is 12. There is present of neck stiffness. Patients give history of 2 episodes of vomiting before coming to casualty. On palpation, you find renal masses, that is, kidneys are bilaterally ballotable, palpable, and there is renomegaly on deep palpation. Okay. You have to tell me what is the inheritance pattern of this condition. Autosomal recessive. Sure. Tell me the diagnosis. What diagnosis you're thinking of? You can unmute yourself and tell if anybody wants to tell. Acute onset headache, vomiting, neck stiffness, high BP, decreased GCS, history of kidney transplant, renal masses present. Does it click something? At least tell me the diagnosis. What do you think it is? Then we go to inheritance, no? First, you have to know what we are dealing with. Have all of you heard about something called autosomal dominant polycystic kidney disease, which has perianeurysms, which rupture and cause subarachnoid hemorrhage, gives acute onset headache, high intracranial pressure, so vomiting, headache, neck stiffness, correct? Has kidney cyst, so kidneys are enlarged, palpable, ballotable, presence with hypertension, right? There are mutations on PKD1 and PKD2. One is more common than two. Any doubts? How many of you were able to clinch the diagnosis correct at least? Inheritance pattern is okay. Once you memorize and practice, another good approach I would say to learn this list of dominant inherited is to practice such questions. By once you practice 3, 4 questions, no, automatically it's going to be fit in your head. This was recessive, this was the dominant, this was X-linked, this is my mitochondrial, and these things are still limited examples, so easy to remember. But otherwise, you can practice such examples a lot. I have a number of examples in a question bank with me, which we have made during our PG. So, was the diagnosis clear to everyone? Okay. I expect a correct answer for this at least. So, I have a albinism patient who is a carrier male. Okay. He marries a proper deceased albino female. Okay. You have to tell me the ratio of unaffected children to diseased children or proper albino children will be what? You can unmute and tell answer if somebody wants to tell. So albinism, male is carrier, female is albino. Albino means diseased, huh? So what is the ratio of unaffected is to diseased or albino children? I'm mentioning children. I'm not told male female.
Ma'am, 50%.
50?
50%
Yeah.
affected, 50% normal.
No,
Carrier.
very good. Carrier, exactly. Well, that was my next question. Very good. So the normal person would not be completely normal, would be genotypically carriers, no? Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Why will it not manifest as carrier then?
Ma'am, because it is recessive.
Recessive. Very good. So solve one more question like that. Sickle cell trait male, okay, marries a sickle cell disease female. Okay, you have to tell me the number of carriers here and the number of unaffected or normal children here. Here unaffected, I mean genotypically normal.
Ma'am, sickle cell is a dominant trait or a
No,
recessive
no,
trait?
no.
Autosomal recessive.
Very good.
Same like the previous question. Carrier.
Yeah, exactly.
50%
Carrier will be 2, unaffected will be 0. The rest 2
Zero.
will be affected, correct? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
little off the
Yes,
track.
yes.
Tell me the inheritance of hereditary spherocytosis.
Autosomal dominant.
Very good. Inheritance of cystic fibrosis.
Autosomal recessive.
Autosomal
Recessive.
recessive. Very good. Can someone tell me what is the mutation that you see in polycythemia vera? Okay, I give you an option, okay, which we will get in exam also. So you tell me after I finish writing all the options.
JAK2.
JAK2.
JAK2, very good. Any idea about other? At least one mutation? You must have heard, I'm very sure.
BCR,
Very good.
ABS, and
Is
CML.
CML. Very good. Very good, huh? Very good. So one more last and then we go. I know we have to move to the next class also. So there's a 21-year-old who is coming and talking you about the risk that he is worried about if inheriting Huntington's disease. Okay. Father has recently died at the age of 43 because of progressive worsening neurological condition that led him to depression. With that, there is a history that he had rigidity, he had coriform movements. Okay. When testing, the CAG repeats for him were normal. So, what is the chance of him developing Huntington's disease?
Huntington's is autosomal dominant.
Dominant. Very good. Somebody has revised the list very nicely. Yeah, very happy. Very good. Yes. Autosomal dominant, but you have to see that we've read it something called as trinucleotide repeat disorder.
Repeats.
Yeah. So do you think this is also influential here apart with this?
Yeah.
Yes. So if do you think repeats are normal, they will manifest disease?
It will
Because
manifest.
normal repeats even you and me have, no?
Mm.
So risk of developing such diseases, which are trinucleotide repeat disorders, is proportional to the number of repeats. Okay, suppose in I have 100 repeats, a person X has 50 repeats. Okay, do you remember something called anticipation? This 100 will develop the disease early, will develop the disease in a more severe form. Correct?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.